Hello, I'm John Bax, international trainer, coach and speaker, and also facilitator of the Quick Learn seminars. One of my favorite questions I ask the participants is to think of a moment that they stepped out of their comfort zone and had a very good experience by doing so. And I would like to share with you one of those moments in my life. I was sitting in a local bar, talking to a friend of mine, having a chat, having a beer, and then he suddenly said, "John, I have a friend who's playing in a band and they're looking for a manager. I was thinking about you." I said, "Hey, come on, I don't play any instrument, I cannot sing, I don't know the world." And he said, "That's exactly why I think of you. I mean, you are a manager, you have quite a drive, you're not spoiled by the music world, and I know that you're trustworthy." So before I knew, I was a manager of a very talented local band, and I arranged everything. I did the promotion, I booked the gigs, I hired the roadies, I went to TV stations, radio stations, subscribed them to talent shows. And after a while we were at a rehearsal and we were having a break. I used to join the rehearsals because I liked it. And one of the band members said, "John, you're always cashing the money. Why don't you go on stage?" And the way he said it sounded like a half joke. And I perceived it as a half joke, not realizing that afterwards it stuck into my mind, this might be a challenge for me, why not? Why wouldn't I try? So I decided to subscribe to an event, a special event. It was in the favorite pub of the band members, and it was an open podium or an open stage night. What does it mean? An open stage night means that anybody who wants to perform on stage related to music, might be singing, playing an instrument, could do it. Could be a good musician, could be a bad musician, or a non-musician like I was. So I decided to borrow a drum kit, because that was my favorite instrument, I thought. I asked 3 girlfriends of mine whom I knew that they could sing reasonably well, but they were not at all experienced at all, never performed on stage. I asked a friend of mine who was a beginning guitar player, electric guitar, whether he would like to join. They all said yes. And I asked, to get some stability in this fresh band, the keyboard player and the bass player of the band I was managing. And we rehearsed a very simple song, like a sort of persiflage. And when the evening came, we had the sound check, which was very short because there were many people performing. And when we were on, I drank my last sip at my beer to get some courage out of it, and took place on the drum stool behind my drums. And when I did the beginning of 4 counts with my drumsticks, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I wanted to do the opening break, at that moment, in the monitor in front of us, a harsh beeping sound came, a really penetrating sound which took the girls fully out of their concentration because they were supposed to start equally, and they started completely unequally. But this made the audience laugh, and one way or another, I just kept on staying in the rhythm, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, counting in my head, because that's how I drilled myself not to lose the beat. Unfortunately, when you're under those lamps, and when you are a bit nervous inside, you sweat a lot, so I was 1, 2, 3, pinching and holding on to the drumsticks, and then at a certain moment, whoop! My right drumstick was in the corner. I just kept on, keeping the beat. And I had my precautions. I took the other drumstick, which was on the drum kit. I had my reserves, and I continued to hang with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So concentrated on sticking to the rhythm, sticking to the drill, and not to lose again a drumstick. Not noticing that the song had come to its end, in the sense that the girl stopped singing, but the band was playing because I, as a drummer, I'm supposed to do the end break. And I was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then John. And the bass player said, "John, we're ready." Oh yeah. So then I did the end break, the final closing break, which just was not good enough, but it ended the song. I was very, very relieved that I could get off the stage, and I had this sensational satisfaction that I did it, that I dared to do it. Didn't mind the bloopers, that the people laughed. I had to smile myself. And also not realizing At 2 years after this gig, I was with a band which I founded shortly after this event at the local festival, 850 people in the hall, and we were playing there 8 songs, and I enjoyed it a lot to now play the drums. And for me, this is an example of a moment that I stepped out of my comfort zone, doing something I never thought I would do before, which finally was a great experience, and where I learned something. I learned to play an instrument, at least the beginning of it, but I also learned something about myself. And that's the message I have for everybody. Just step out of your comfort zone once in a while, just to discover new things and new things about yourself. Success by doing so.